Hey everybody, it's Will here. I don't have to address myself, I know who I am. I'm sure you know who I am. But you probably won't for a while, because I need to explain myself. On Twitter earlier today, I announced that I was going to be away for a month. Literally just leave the channel for good. But, well, I say for good, but it's just for that month. Which one it was very unclear about. It's actually November. But in October, I planned, well, this month particularly, because it is the 1st of October, I plan to wean down my workflow because there are a few things that people have priorities for. A lot of people really hoping and begging and pleading for Sister Location. And a lot of people begging and pleading for 123 Slotomy Street 2. So as far as appearances, I know I'm definitely going to make an appearance for those things. But as far as anything else, I don't really think I can. I'm gonna basically be honest with everybody on the internet now. I need to be open and I need to make sure you know why I'm doing this. I'm starting to fucking hate YouTube now, and I shouldn't be. Here's the thing, I started YouTube back in 2008. In fact, I even did content creation back in 1999, and never have I gotten to the point where I'm like, oh, I hate making content up until recently. YouTube changing its algorithms constantly has put me on a serious pressure point where now only certain people get small numbers of notifications and they just don't come. You know, now people just hardly want to watch it anymore. And say what you will about the analytics, go to Social Blade, you know it's the most over-exaggerated channel in existence. It gives you, the reason why it's so accurate is because it's between one really small number and one really freaking huge number that you, as a content creator, have never seen before. YouTube is broken, and there's no way they're gonna fix it because they favor people who talk about it. They favor people talking about it in the, to get the views and the ad revs and the sales and stuff. So they purposefully like to make mistakes, and arguably, that's not what a company's supposed to be about. A company is supposed to always be on top of the game and everything, and, you know, unfortunately, this is bad business. This is bad press as well. And you may call it good press because, oh, well, it's actually good press because they're being talked about a lot. But no, that's quantity, not quality. And that's something they're adamantly pushing. It's not fair. A lot of people are noticing that there's just a lack of notification, and it's getting incredibly irritating. That, and also a lot of people are favoring all the drama channels on the internet. That, and I just feel like everybody else in my level of field who's kind of gone out there and done their stuff, I feel as though I didn't make that much of an impact. Considering the rest of the content creators, they've got to meet their biggest idol, they've got to work alongside so many other content creators and do all sorts of cool things, and here I am, kind of just lingering in the dark, just thinking, am I really not that good of a person? And it's really gotten to me that much, and I don't want to think that way, I really don't, but unfortunately, yeah, I am. And it's because of YouTube's fucked up problems, and it's because of me being honest, and I'm actually really scared about being honest anymore. People don't like honesty, and like never understand, like, you know me, I want to speak my mind. I've been adamant about speaking my mind and my passion for years. Every time I do, the retention dips, people get bored, when I've actually been a very avid person speaking my mind, and I think everybody should be the same. Everybody should be allowed to speak their mind. Unfortunately, it's not looked upon lately. All these things that used to be appreciated online are now fucking hated. It's awful. Every morning I wake up and I feel so pressured. I used to wake up feeling like, I'm ready to make a video today. This is my day. Not anymore. I wake up, I have the biggest anxiety pains in the universe. I feel as though what I'm doing now is a chore. And that's not a test. Of course, I do appreciate the fan base that I've got. Like, the avid people. I'm only noticing that there's only a small amount of avid people. I actually thought there was more. Unfortunately, they're not there for my personality. They were just there for the songs. Which is another thing that depressed me even more, is that, like, my personality never stuck out. And again, I say this, more people are gonna leave. More people are gonna disappear. You know how fucking awful that is? You know, to speak your mind, to speak your opinion, and for people to just leave because of it? That's awful. I don't want to be like that anymore. Those are my honest feelings that I don't want to feel. I feel as though I need to spend time away from YouTube, a long time away from it, but people are assuring me just a month will do. It's just not cool. I don't want to spend a month away. I want to work. Of course, I can't go away in October because obviously, you know, these are key points. I actually want to get out there. You know, a lot of people sort of say that's greedy, but actually I've got 500,000 subscribers. I think I should be getting out there by now. You know, I really should be pushing for the edges. You know, in your position, I think you'd do exactly the same if you're at that sub count, but of course you're not there, so you would never understand that. I can't expect you to either. So obviously I'd get a lot of hate, which is, again, the sucky part. I came on the internet expecting this to not be the case, but unfortunately I have been left in the dark, and now everybody hates that sort of thing, and that's what's hurting me on the inside. And my members have been forcing me to take a break, so I'm gonna have to take that break. You know, the thing is, I take so many breaks. I keep taking like week-long breaks and everything. I go to England and it still doesn't help. But apparently I need, you know, more than just a week. I need a month or something just to stay away from Twitter, stay away from YouTube, stay away from everything and come back. But I have my doubts. I have a lot of doubts about it. Unfortunately, you won't be seeing me for a while on here. However, if you do happen to want to see me more, I'm not leaving entirely. I'm actually moving over to Twitch for Warnade. If you've been seeing the trailers out recently, I do have a solo live stream channel, and that's where I have more fun. But I say I'm leaving DAGames for about a month just to take my mind off of life. But there's Warnade is a place where I can chill and relax in. You know, if you still want to see more of me, then I'm afraid that's your only option. You're gonna have to go there. Unfortunately, I can't go through life now with being forced to do something that I don't want to do. But Warnade is somewhere that's separate. It's away from that real life scenario. Hopefully you understand this. I'm not trying to jab at anybody. I'm just saying that this is how YouTube is. And if you've noticed, a lot of content creators are doing the same thing. They're staying away from the internet because it's just toxic now. This year's been horrible for everybody. And for the other content creators who are not suffering through this, take a little bit of consideration for the other guy. Take it from a guy who is struggling right now, and take it from the rest of the content creators who are struggling emotionally right now. This is the thing. I need to feel like I'm doing something right for a change. But I might as well get to what is in my absence, what's gonna actually occur on DAGames, because DAGames is not dead. There will be videos. Remember, we do have a team. So for starters, I mean, we are introducing something in November called DAGames Animated. It's part of our Let's Plays. It's, you know, we've been researching a lot, and a lot of people prefer like to look at cartoon sketches of these things to get them enticed into something. So DAGames Animated is something that's going to be in fruition. It's going to be animated by Chris, who is my editor. But I'll be taking over the Let's Play edits when I get back from my vacation. I just need time away to just focus and relax. If you know Keyframe, the person who makes our thumbnails, she will be doing occasional live streams of making the new Sounds of the Armada album cover and future thumbnails to come up. If I have an idea of what game I want to do in the future, she'll be doing live streams there. Sean will still be animating. He'll be animating more reality cartoons, because that's another thing that a lot of you guys want. A lot of you guys really like our cartoons, basically, and we're trying to bring that onto the ropes. As for video game commentaries, Bogsy's hopefully going to try get some videos out there as much as possible. Chloe actually wants to stream for DAGames, so you might see some Overwatch streams on DAGames itself, so make sure you check out for that. As for songs, the only thing that you're going to hear for a while is the Sister Location song. I can't bring myself to finish any other project that I have. So, unfortunately, the thing that people came for the most, you're gonna have to wait. You know, you have to be patient with me, and you have to understand what I'm going through. And a lot of people would complain, like, oh, well, this YouTuber has this strength, this YouTuber had this. Well, guess what? They've never been in the position that we've been in. So, obviously, they're gonna be okay. If we were never in this position, we'd probably be happier. We'd be fine, go-lucky daisies. And granted, I'd actually respect other people who are going through this problem right now, and I'd actually help out. I definitely am feeling this like every other person who is suffering. And if you're watching this and you're suffering through the same problems, I feel for you. Please get better. Try your best to stay on top of the game as much as you're doing right now. And, you know, if you need a break, don't feel obliged to not take a break. Always go in headstrong. And that's what I need to do. I want to relax myself. I hope you understand, and thank you very much for watching. I just needed to address this because it's been on my mind for God knows how long, and I've needed an excuse to bring this out. And now I've got it. So, this is more round of DAGames. I'm feeling really shit. And hopefully I'm intending to fix that. And I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out. Bye.